Hello and welcome to the Southern Mountain Kitchen. Today we're making buttermilk biscuits. To start with, in a large mixing bowl, you're going to have 2 cups of flour, to which you're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder, a half a teaspoon of baking soda, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of sugar, 1/4 cup of shortening, and to this you're going to add 1 cut up stick of butter. Break it into smaller pieces before you put it in. That's the way it'll be easier to mix once it's in with the flour and everything else. You're going to need a fork, and then to that you're going to actually go in and start breaking it up. The whole idea is to push through the butter and get the flour to mix in to where realistically you want it to be like little lumps that look like rice when you're done. That's not always possible, but do the best you can. Break up the pieces as small as you can get. The shortening will mix through really quickly. The butter, however, needs to be cold out of the fridge, which will take a second to break up. And you just keep going at it. It will break up, and make sure that you scrape around your sides, pull everything in from the side of the bowl because you may have some butter stuck over there. You really don't want a huge chunk of butter to end up in your biscuit. You really want these broken up. So as you can see in the video, I keep going around the edges of the bowl to pull in everything that I can. If you take the fork and push down towards the bottom of the bowl from the side, you will break up the butter a lot easier that way than just trying to mix it in the center. Now once you've gotten this pretty much mixed up, you are going to pour in 1 cup of buttermilk. You don't have to do it all at once. You can do a bit of it, mix it through, and then add more. It might be easier to mix without making a mess that way, because sometimes this stuff will go all over the place if you have too much in the bowl at once. Once you get that little bit put in and then you mix it up, then bring some more buttermilk into the mix. If you get to the end and it seems a little dry, you can always add more than I said for the buttermilk. You can add an extra, 1/4 of a cup or whatever you need it, just to get it mixed together, or maybe just a splash of it will do. You just want it to actually all kind of cling together in a lump. You don't want dryness. You don't want a lot of powder all over the place, because that won't bake up very well. Okay, so once you're done, you need a floured board to cut on. I usually bring this out just a bit at a time, and then I fold it over a few times to use the cutter to make the biscuit shape. It's best when you're using the cutter to push straight down and pull it out. You can twist it a little bit if you think that it's not all the way through, but the more you twist, the more you seal the sides up. And if you seal the sides up, then it's not going to bake up fluffy and flaky. It needs the layers. So anyway, you're going to go through and do this until you made your way through the whole bowl of the mixture. Make sure that you flour as you're doing this, or it will stick to your hands. I have a biscuit cutter. You want to flour that as well. Otherwise, you will end up having it sticking everywhere but where you want it to be. Now when it comes time for baking on this, you're going to preset your oven to at least 425. I use an actual round cake pan to bake mine in. I line it with foil and then I spray it. And then once you put the biscuits in, it keeps the round shape, but they rise up higher because they're pushing against each other to rise up. And this is kind of what you want to do to make sure you get taller biscuits, not just little flat ones. The taller ones are flakier. They're easier to eat. They're better, especially if you're putting something on them. If you wanted to add something like ham or chicken or whatever, you kind of want a little thickness to the biscuit. You don't want something that's so thin and crumbly when you cut it and put the meat on that it basically just falls apart in your hands. The ones that I'm making here usually turn out really flaky, decently tall, and they taste great. They just have a really great flavor to them. So as you can see, I'm spraying the foil in the pan, and once that's done, you're going to put the biscuits in. Just start around the edges first and work your way around. You want them as close together as possible. Sometimes when I put them in, I end up going back and sliding them to where they need to be until you fill the whole pan. And if you have more than what fits in here, just do another one. And this is what you get in the end. Really great flaky buttermilk biscuits that taste amazing. So I hope you like this video. This is one of my favorites. I love biscuits and I love the way these turn out. So I hope you'll like them too. Please, if you like this video, like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Have a good one.